So, good day, everyone. By the way, this is marinev 211 Project for Prelim. So, by the way, I am Christopher Sanoy. So, what is marine environment? When we hear the word marine environment, we always think about ocean, about the marine lives, about the lives in that ocean. So, that's true. So, marine environments are those in the world's seas and oceans. Below means high tides mark. Marine environment relates to morphology of near shores, offshores, and deep water zones of the ocean. So, marine environment is the life in the ocean. Not only life, the rocks, the corals, everything's around the ocean. That is a marine environment that that support or give life to the environment that the marine have. And the next question: what are the most source of marine pollution and its impact hazard to human, animals, and shipping industry? For me, from my own understanding, the human activities is the major source of marine pollution. As we can see, humans are always helping marine environment to destroy. More people, they have many activities that they can affect the health for our marine environment. Like source of like there are so many sources of pollution. Oil spill. That is that is some of oil spill are considered human error. Littering, ocean mining, harmful to marine animals, a threat to human health. So so all of these are came from human activities. So what impact this to human? So if that ocean is so dirty, maybe that ocean can produce a food that is toxic. So that will make us sick. So based on my understanding, the effect of marine pollution in human is so is so hazardous. For example, you are going to swim into pollutant beach, so you may have a skin disease like fungi and etc. Or or the life or the life in that area, all the life will be dead due to the high chemical rate. So what happened to the people around that area? So that people will experience a shortage of their income. So most of the people near the beach are supported by their work as a fisherman. So how about the shipping industry? So we all know seafood is used to export abroad. So what happens if we don't have seafood? We don't have enough supply to we don't have enough supply. So the, all of us will be affected if our marine environment will be polluted due to the different pollutant that human made. Okay. So explain Marpol Convention history when it was adopted, entered in force, and its objective, including all the regulation of Marpol Annex 1 to 6. So first of all, what is Marpol? So if we hear the word Marpol, it stands for marine pollution. So Marpol aimed to protect the marine environment, and it is divided into six annex to different various of pollutant. So we are going to discuss the history first. So the first set of international oil pollution laws in 1954. And IMO convention entered into force with the first meeting occurring in 1959. So the 1954 convention was amended in 1962, 1969, and 1971, primarily address pollution resulting from routine tanker operation and discharge of oil waste from machinery spaces. So in 1973, International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships. So MARPOL 73, non-adequacy, the 1954 Oil Poll Convention, despite the various amendments which had been adopted. In 1969, the IMO assembly, inspired by the Torrey Canyon disaster in 1967. So, in 1978, Conference on Tanker Safety and Pollution Prevention, MARPOL 178 Protocol, an international conference on tanker safety and pollution prevention, was held in 1998, following 1976 and 1977 series of tanker incidents. So, in the International Convention for the Prevention of Marine Pollution from Ships, 1973, as modified by the Protocol of 1978, related there to MARPOL 73 and 78. So the Annex 1 Regulations for the Prevention of Pollution by Oil entry into force on 2nd of October 1983. So in this annex, this proposed to have the tanker ship to have a double hull due to the different and the various incident happened in past years of 1983. Most of the tanker affect the environment due to the oil spill. That's why Marpol produced an idea that not only one hull is enough. We need to double the hull to prevent that tragedy again. So in Annex 2, Regulation for the Control of Pollution by Noxious Liquid Substances in Bulk, entry into force in 6th of April 1987. So based on my understanding, Annex 2 is the Regulation for the Control of Pollution by Noxious Liquid Substances in Bulk. So what happened in there? So as as the bulk carrier travel with types of different types of different types of chemicals, so it may become a pollutant and may harm the environment. So as marpol idea is to limit only the capacity of that chemical and divide and classified it into different chemical, like chemical X, chemical Y, chemical Z. So they have different they have table, and they different it from one another based on how toxic it is. So Annex 3, Prevention of Pollution by Harmful Substances carried by sea in package form. Entry into force in 1st of July 1992. So based on my understanding, so in in ship a ship there will be a package form. So if you if you will if you will travel with a chemical, so that will be minimized, and when it minimized, you will label it and put some identification that it is a chemical or it is a toxic. So when you put that, so maybe they will avoid to touch or to get the thing to prevent or to carry it fragilely to prevent the pollution. So Annex 4 is about prevention of pollution by sewage from sea, entry into force in 27 of September 2003. So based on my understanding in this part, so in a ship there is a sewage facility that it will hold the dirt or the used water of the people in the ship. So we are thinking what happened to that water. So many of ship today have a disinfectant so that they will discharge water easily. So but there is always a ship that is low quality, no disinfectant, so that they are they still allowed to they still allowed to discharge their sewage, but that is harmful. But you need to go far away from shore at 3 nautical miles or 12 nautical miles to discharge that sewage. So in Annex 5, Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ships, entry into force in 31st of December 1988. So in Annex 5, we all know we need to throw our garbage properly. So in Annex 5, the Marpol the Marpol think that we should we should we should put the ship's garbage into one place and just throw it when they are in port. So what happened to what happened to them? What happened to this? So in the last decades, so most of the ships are throwing their garbage in just in the ocean. So when Marpol think a solution, so they get it. So in Annex 6, Prevention of Air Pollution from Ships, adopted on September 1997, not yet enforced, entry in force in 19th of May 2005. So in Marpol Annex 6, they are they are thinking about the air pollution. So every ship there is an engine. That engine will produce uh, a pollution air pollution, so that the Marple will think that if that ship have a problem on its excess, it will be fixed because it it can contribute to pollution and contribute to global warming. So that's what Marple think, and that's all. So the main objective was what is as known the Marpol 73-78 agreement in force at present is to achieve the complete elimination of intentional marine environment pollution by hydrocarbons and other harmful substances and to reduce the accident discharges of such substances. So in my own words, so the Marpol 73-78 is they are born because of what happened to our environment. they they are born because our marine environment is already need in help. They are there to minimize and control the marine pollutant, and to improve sustain the life of marine life.